to review all of the books that are on FOC in the finest FOC presentation available to you on YouTube. This is the Secret Variant. Thank you all for joining us. Our final order cutoff due tomorrow, 7/16/2023. This is your host, the ULTRAMAXIMUS. Thanking you for joining us here. Oh, we got a little bit of a not responding problem. Gotta love those. Those are my favorite. The computer has frozen. Awkward. Well, as soon as it catches up to itself, we'll get the show on the road. There we go. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe. Click that notification bell for notifications for when we do go live. And of course, leave me a comment if you're watching this thing on the rewind. And of course, for all of you 1,100 plus subscribers, there was a fantastic video that happened a little bit earlier today. And yes, that is the Ultra Box Sweet 16. The finalists. Are you a finalist? Don't forget to also subscribe to us over there on the old Rumble. And of course, I'll be doing a Raw Report eventually. The Raw Report is where I talk about my pickups and mail drops. And of course, those are the ones where, yeah, they're spec heavy. Subscribe to my friends over there also making content in the feature channel section. And of course, don't forget to check out the last episode of Drunken Chat from last night. It was fantastic. Follows are always appreciated, whether it be on Facebook, on IG, or on Twitter. Don't forget to follow my sales page, Collection Curations, over there on IG. And of course, if you wanted to hang out on the Discord on Only the Rarest, well, there's your QR. Super Chat isn't active, but you can of course direct support at Cash App / #UltraMaximus. Don't forget to check out our friends. My Twitter handle is XUltraMaximusX. You can find me. UltraMaximus is my handle. All right, Wanted Comics, of course, wantedcomics.com, giving us the coolest and exclusives. And of course, his exclusive went 3 printings. And there's the pink 3rd print for World Tree. ComicBarricade.com, helping keeping your comic books upright in the comic book boxes. And you can use the code 10% off by using that code ULTRA. Our soundtrack is provided by our friends over at Wipeout Audio. And thank God they had good music for you to listen to while the PowerPoint froze. And of course, Mr. Herd S. Eric is our logo designer extraordinaire. Reach out to him. Of course, he does variant cover work. So this is, of course, the Secret Variant. And hello, everybody. Good to see you again. Second time today I'm doing a broadcast. First one was kind of special. So this one, this is just your FOMO-free FOC top to bottom list. And of course, I am feeling much, much better. I got a little sick, was a little under the weather. That's why you missed me last week. Yeah. But nonetheless, guys, we're here. The Secret Variant is back. Okay, so there's going to be some spoilerific things. Of course, we're looking at comic books coming out in the coming weeks. And of course, if you haven't been to the comic shop in a month, well, you're looking at some covers that might be revealing some things that have happened in the last few issues. So, got to take it with what you can. but this is why we do it. So your first publisher up this fine afternoon is going to be Ahoy Publishing, which is going to give us final orders due tomorrow. And this is the Second Coming Trinity, number 5 of 6. The Lone Book. Tomb! What's up, Tomb? Archie, of course, Comics, giving us the World of Archie Comics Jumbo Comics Digest, number 132. The next up is the Artist, Writers, and Artisans, giving us the Madness, number 1. That's your A cover. There's a lot of covers for an AWA book here. This is your cover B by Brandon Peterson. This is your punk rock homage. This is your 1 in 15 Brandon Peterson black and white variant. This is your 20 copy a.k.a. Mohawk variant. Next up, we got Black Mask. Of course, final orders due on 7/16/2023. If you're on the Lunar Network, if you're, of course, on the Previews Network, you might have an extra day. But let's just cover our bases and say everything needs to be in by tomorrow, just to make sure you're not overloading your store with late work. But your leaded gasoline number 3. And it has a warning on it because it contains disturbing material. Fair Square Comics, giving you Sunshine Patriots, number 2 of 2. You know, Andre, I try. I prefer Jiffy Cornbread. Mad Cave Studios, of course, is giving us a Legacy of Violence, number 8 of 12. But they're also giving You've Been Cancelled, number 3 of a 4-issue miniseries. Oni Press is giving us Dwellings, number 1. So there's your Funimation style. Here is another variant by Joe Palmer. Then here is your Jenna Cha variant cover. A little more like the birds. And then this is the tattoo. the cover D. Brian Lovell variant. This is your 10 copy Jay Stevens variant, which is just a variation on the A cover. Scout Comics giving us their Chispa imprint, Katrina's Caravan number 2, and then the Count Dante number 3 of 6, Kitsune number 6 of 6, Miracle Kingdom number 4 of 5. That's a trippy looking cover. Quicksand number 2 of 5, and then She Bites Legendary Edition. Sumerian giving us the Pink Elephant, number 2 of 3. There's your cover A. And then this is your cover B. Benson Chin. Uncivilized is giving us a final order due, of course, tomorrow on the Lunar Network for The Sickness, number 1, second printing, fluorescent ink, cover. Original art. So, if you guys weren't down with The Sickness the first time we FOC'd it here on the Secret variant, and you weren't down with The Sickness when some of my friends talked about it, and then you finally tried to get down with The Sickness after Cree Corrector reported it, and very salty about it. It's like one of the few low print books that had appeal to people who pre-ordered it. And shout out to those who did. Now here's your second printing. So we'll see. Will the second printing follow suit? And I mean, look at the cover. And E2 the comic collector. I get told that I don't make people money. I at least save you all some money. I can't vouch for making you money, but I can definitely say I save you from paying that secondary price as much as possible. Well, Larry Joe, it showed on the FOC list this week. So it might have FOC'd last week through the Lunar network, but it did show on the Previews network this week. Queen of Swords, a barbaric story over here for Vault. We got a cover B. We got a cover C by Layla Lees. This is a not safe for work polybagged one. So, yeah. You know what's going down. Saucy. Whatnot, a.k.a. Massive Publishing, giving you the Astrobots number 4 of 5. Here is the cover B. The cover C. And the cover D. And it's amazing that Simon Furman has no involvement with the new Transformers book. For as much as I love the IDW G1 universe that spawned from 2005 to 2018, there are some serious missteps in there and some very much trying to adapt with the times kind of culture things that were received and then reviewed later to be not so cool. But the Astrobots being a Simon Furman creation, I think this is more like I said. He created Death's Head, the Marvel character Death's Head. It was created originally in Transformers UK by Simon Furman, and then of course it was adapted later by Marvel, of course, because it was written under a Marvel thing. So yeah, you know how it goes. That's pretty much what Astrobots, I believe, is his story that he was trying to tell there. Zenoscope with a huge FOC this week. Grim Fairy Tales number 75, cover A. Grim Fairy Tales number 75 with a cover B by Tarragona. Ivan Tao on the cover C. Got that 90s Brokeback. Oh, there we go again. Ignacio No. And then Josh Burns. John Royale, 25 copy FOC Cinderella variant. So this is your regular 25 copy incentive, right? This is your 50 copy John Royale FOC Robin Hood. So you get Cinderella and Robin Hood. And then for 75 copies, they make a little bit of a Z-rated, call it. Cinderella, 75 copy incentive. This is your 100 copy John Royale Z-rated. So, lots of other books on FOC still from Zenoscope, and some of them get a little risque like that. Grim Spotlight Zodiac vs. Hydra, cover A. Here is your cover B. This is your cover C by Ignacio No. This is your cover D, Tristan Thompson. Oz Kingdom of the Lost, number 2 of 3. The cover B. The cover C by Cedric Poulin. And then we've got the cover D by Alfredo Reyes. Robin Hood number 100 with a cover A by Eric Basaldua. The cover B by Vitorino. The cover C also by Vitorino. Then we got a cover D by, you guessed it, Vitorino. The cover E is by Keith Garvey. And then we have a 125 copy, number 125 copy, FOC Trifold variant. So the Trifold variant is going to have all of those Vitorinos. And then we get the Lingerie Ebass variant at your 50 copy level. And then you get the nude lingerie at 100 copy FOC. There you have it. Sherlock Holmes number 1, cover A. Cover B, Cover C. And then your Wonderland Annual Out of Time cover A by Jeff Spokes. The cover B by Sonia Mattis. And then the Mike Crone cover C. Wrapping it up for Zenescope. Boom Studios is up with Damn Them All, number 7, cover A. And then we've got the cover B by Diodato Jr. 25 copy incentive. Charlie Adler. Yannick Paquette. 50 copy incentive. There's going to be an FOC reveal variant that they didn't show the artwork for, but I assume it looks just like the Paquette, but maybe like a foil or a virgin or something. And then here's your cover F, which is your unlockable variant. Now, back in the days, the unlockable used to be 1 per store or 2 per store or whatever. Now I believe they're 5 per store. Ghost Lore, number 4 of 12. Cover B. Cover C is your 10 copy incentive of the cover B. Then we got a 25 copy incentive. And that guy's got an arrow through the heart. Cover E is an unlockable. Leo Max. Many Deaths of Layla Starr, Pen and Ink, number 1. And then we've got the Adidas, the one I was going to take and draw into an Adidas symbol. They make it so easy. And then there's a blank. So 3 different variants of the Many Deaths of Layla Starr, Pen and Ink, number 1. Rare Flavors, number 1, Tasting Menu, Ashcan, cover A, Andrade. Rare Flavors, number 1, Tasting Menu, Ashcan, cover B, unlockable variant. And then we've got Sirens of the City, number 1, with a second printing Randolph. Wrapping it up for Boom. On to Dark Horse. Grew in Wild, number 2. I'm sorry. Grew in the Wild, number 2. Lonesome Hunters, The Wolf Child, number 2 of 4. And then we've got Savage Squad 6, number 2. Just those 3 for Dark Horse. Nothing else. Dynamite, Barbarella, Center Cannot Hold, number 5. There's your cover A by Derek Chu with her wearing the latex. And yeah, apparently you have to oil latex like a lot. Center Cannot Hold, number 5 with a cover B, showing what happens when you don't oil the latex. It tears apparently very easily. Center Cannot Hold, number 5, cover C. And then the cover D by Muzabakov. And did she pull a mask off, or what's going on there? Center Cannot Hold, number E, and 5, cover E, I'm sorry. Cosplay. Cover F, 10 copy. Cover G is your 10 copy as well, but it's also apparently risque a little bit. The bottom portion was blacked out intentionally. And then we got a cover H, was your 10 copy Cosplay Virgin. The 15 copy Mattioni Virgin. The 15 copy Selena Virgin. And then the cover K is your Derek Chu Limited Virgin. Followed by the Mozebakov Limited Virgin. And then we've got the Chu Ultraviolet and the 7 copy FOC Incentive Chu Ultraviolet Virgin. Gargoyles Dark Ages number 2, cover A by Clayton Crane. Gargoyles Dark Ages number 2, cover B by Alan Qua. Merca and Dolfo on the cover C. And then we got the cover D by Danino. Cover E by Henderson. And then we've got the cover F action figure variant. Cover G is the original 10 copy Moss. Cover H is the 15 copy incentive by Crane Black and White. 15 copy incentive Qua Black and White. 20 copy action figure Virgin. 20 copy Andolfo line art. 20 copy Danino line art. 25 copy incentive Moss Virgin, the 25 copy Henderson Virgin, the 30 copy Andolfo Virgin, the 40 copy Danino Virgin, and Alan Qua's 50 copy Virgin looks amazing. Yeah. Cover R, the Crane Premium Metal. So, you know, that's $100 retail. And then this is the Crane Limited Virgin, which has the $50 retail. No FOC variants, which was weird, because you would usually expect that. And not seeing them, don't know what to say. Vampirilla Dracula Rage #1. So here we go. The cover B by Selena. The cover C by Chrome gives away what's going on in the story. And it's the fact that she was giving birth to their child. And then here is the cover D, Anacleto. The cover E cosplay variant. The cover F is your blank. I don't know, Wookiee fodder. It should be, unless, you know, not. We'll see. So the cover F is the blank Authentics variant cover, and then we got the 10 copy incentive Gunda's original art. We've got a 10 copy Anacleto line art. We got a 10 copy Chrome black and white. We've got a 15 copy Selena line art. And then we got a 15 copy incentive Gunda's black and white. 20 copy incentive Cosplay Virgin. 20 copy incentive Anacleto Virgin. 25 copy incentive Perillo Tinted. 25 copy incentive Anacleto line art. 30 copy incentive Gunda's Virgin. 40 copy incentive Chrome Virgin. 40 copy incentive Selena Virgin, which I think Shell did. That one's going to do well. I just have a feeling. Perillo Premium Metal. The Perillo Limited Virgin. So again, you have your $100 and your $50 variant. And then here's your FOC Perillo Ultraviolet, followed by a FOC Foil Perillo, and then a blank red Authentics, and 5 copy Perillo Ultraviolet Virgin, wrapping it up for Dynamite. We're halfway, okay? IDW Entertainment giving us the 5-head of Wednesday Addams on Addams Family Bodies issue. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. But this is true to the cartoon. Do you guys remember the cartoon? So, here's your 10 copy Flores full art variant. Earth Divers, cover A. Your B cover. And then your 10 copy incentive by Rafael Albuquerque. 25 copy incentive by Del Pesce. That's your full art. Hunger and Dusk. I'm sorry, Hunger and the Dusk. #2. Cover A by Wild Goose. The Chiang cover B. The Robles cover C. And then your 10 copy Wild Goose character sketch. 25 copy Wild Goose black and white. 50 copy gold Chiang foil. Neat. My Little Pony Classics Reimagined Unicorn of Odd, cover A, cover B, and then this is your 10 copy incentive. Rocketeer in the Den of Thieves #2, cover A by Rodriguez. The cover B by Messina. The 10 copy Rodriguez variant. And that's it. And then we got Star Trek #11 with a cover A by Ward. Cover B by Vilches. Cover C by Beals. And of course that's Tasha Yar's daughter, the time-displaced half Romulan one, right? And then here's the cover D by Ward in sketch retail incentive. Here is a 25 copy incentive. And then this is your 50 copy incentive by Torrin Clark. That's your 100 copy incentive Torrin Clark full art. Star Trek Strange New Worlds #1 of the Scorpius run. The cover B by All Red. Classic All Red art. Here is the headshot by Hawkrigel. I hope I got that one. And then the Hernandez black and white 10 copy incentive. A 25 copy incentive by Cho. That looks amazing. And then 50 copy full art by Cho. Cover A for TMNT Stranger Things. Here's your cover B. The cover C. Oh, Raphael and 11. Oof. That's funny. 25 copy PE full art. Here is your 50 copy Albuquerque variant. And then here's the 100 copy. So, yeah, there's the banana split being okay. And then, oh, there's the Demigorgon. 250 copy incentive. Are they crazy? Yes, they are. 250 copies. Good luck on getting that one. Image Comics, of course, dropping the Enfield Gang Massacre #1 of 6. There is your cover A to start them off. Oh, actually, no other covers. Gunslinger Spawn actually has the cover A marker for issue number 23. Here's your cover B by Keen. Haunt You to the End. Unfortunately, I will. Number 3, cover A. Haunt You to the End, number 3, cover B. Kaya number 10, cover A by Craig. Kaya number 10, cover B by McLean. Stoneheart number 6. Swan Songs number 2, cover A. Swan Songs number 2 with a cover B. And then they jump to a 50 copy incentive. 50. Untold Tales of I Hate Fairyland number 2 of 5. Weird Work number 2 of 4, cover A. Here's your cover B. And then a cover C. And a cover D. No other variant covers. No incentives at least. DC Comics coming in with they're taking a hiatus on their stories for their Nightmare Fuel. But they do have Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 11. And then we've got Batman Incorporated number 11, cover A with a John Timms A cover. And look at this, look at the bat suit. Pay no mind to him beating the crap out of Ghostmaker. But what's up with the bat suit with all the yellow on it? Is that Future State Batman? Batman Incorporated number 11, cover B, Michelle Bandini. And then here's the 25 copy incentive by Salvador Larocco. So that's showing Batman and Ghostmaker. Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker number 4 of 6, cover A by Sean Murphy. The cover B by Mirka and Adolfo. And then this is your 25 copy incentive by Walt Simonson. I love Simonson's signature. I've actually met Walt Simonson and had some autographs from him before, so he signs his stuff just like that. It's pretty amazing. Danger Street number 8 of 12, cover A. Cover B by Mike Grell. Night Terrors number 3 of 4 with a cover A by Ivan Reese and Danny Mickey. Here is your cover B by Francesco Mattina, and that is your cardstock variant cover of Dead Man, of course. This is the cover C by Giuseppe Comencoli, and that's your cardstock variant cover, of course. Night Terrors number 3, 25 copy incentive. However, yeah, that's some wild looking stuff there. It's a good cover. So people are probably going to pick that one up, just because it's a homage. But Hulk 340 definitely and I think it's Wolverine 145 or 155 or 154, whichever one has the Deadpool holding the knife, looking at Wolverine. Here's your 50 copy. That's some wild looking stuff too. When did the symbiotes make it over to the DC universe though? 50 copy incentive, and then you have your 100 copy incentive for Night Terrors number 3, Ivan Reis. Night Terrors Flash number 2 of 2 with a cover A, and your Torrin Clark cover B. Night Terrors Flash number 2 of 5 cover C, Daniel Bayliss cardstock variant cover. Night Terrors Flash number 2 of 2 cover D, incentive Kylie Hotz and Mike Spencer cardstock variant cover. 1 in 50 Rafael Sarmiento. Now this one, Night Terrors number 2 for Green Lantern, cover A by Lucio Perillo. The Green Skull, that's pretty fire. Here's the cover B by Mike Deodato Jr. And then the cover C by Rafael Sarmiento. And then the 25 copy incentive by Cully Hamner that Lucas does not like. I get the meta that's in here right now because there's Parallax and there's, you know, the accident that Booster Gold causes to take the ring away from Guy Gardner, the greatest Green Lantern Earth will ever know. Yeah. So that's kind of a cool cover. And then here's your 50 copy incentive for that one. Night Terrors Robin number 2 of 2, cover A. But don't you think this should be a Night Terrors Red Hood? I mean, he's the only one who fears the crowbar, man. Night Terrors Robin number 2 of 2 with a cover B. Here's your cover C by Liam Sharp. And then here is your cover D, 25 copy Sam Wolf Connolly cardstock variant cover. Yep, there's Hood. 50 copy Jorge Corona cardstock variant cover. Night Terror Shazam number 2 of 2, cover A. And then cover B by Ben Oliver. And then here's the cover C by Crystal Kuhn. And the 25 copy Roger Cruz cardstock variant cover. The 50 copy Steve Lieber cardstock variant cover, hanging out with the roaches, the cockroaches. But I hope it's not those crazy cockroaches from that Mars movie that was made in Asia that I've seen. Again, we go to 2 way different internets and have 2 different televisions. I promise. Let's see. Night Terror Zatanna number 2 of 2. Cover A, David Baldion. And then here's the Kendrick Kunka Lim cardstock variant cover. The Riley Rossmo cardstock variant cover. The 25 copy Dan Mora cardstock variant cover. And there it is. You would try to. There's some of us that would be flirting with death on that one. 50 copy incentive by Chuma Hill. Multiversity Harley screws up the DCU number 6 of 6 with a cover A by Amanda Connor. Cover 6 of 6, cover B by Guillaume Mark, however. That's fire. This, however, is the cake. Dan Panosian, 25 copy incentive. And of course, I think this book doesn't get ordered very much because the issue 5 25 copy incentive blew up, and there's better Harley homages out there that were open order. And then Spirit World number 4, cover A, Haining, the Bernard Chang cardstock variant, the 25 copy. What else we got? Okay, just this one. Okay. Superman 2023 annual one-shot. So this is where they're going to, I guess, wrap up some of the stuff going on in the Superman story. Did something happen to Superman? And again, why does the parasite look like Venom? This one, however, is probably going to be one of those pretty fire later on down the road books that if all of you Jock fans put this Superman book in your collection and you refuse to sell it, then people will have to start paying more for it. That's just a fact of how it works. Are people going to be smart enough to recognize this as a Jock and pre-order it is the question. The Maximals that are watching right now, you Maximizing Maximals, my ultra radicals, you guys are going to pay attention to this kind of stuff. Just see what your LCS is doing if they're ordering a whole bunch of them. If not, order some for yourself and just be like, haha, gotcha. Superman also has this cover C. Meh. The 25 copy incentive, however. The 50 copy Jorge Jimenez cardstock variant cover. And then, wasn't this used once before? Like, wasn't this a previous Superman issue? So, we'll see. We'll see. Wildcats number 10, cover A, by Steven Segovia. The Ejecure. I'm sorry, Ejecure cardstock variant cover. This one, however, is going to be the chase. Number 10, cover C, Paolo Pentanella. Pentalina cardstock variant cover. World's Finest Teen Titans number 2, cover A. And then your Evan Doc Shiner cardstock variant cover B. Then you got your cover C, Paulo Rivera. Your 25 copy incentive by Riley Rossmo. Then your 50 copy Megan Huang cardstock variant cover. Here we go, everybody. It is time to smash the like button if you haven't done so already, because we are in the final publisher of the evening, and that is, of course, Marvel Comics. Alien number 5. Alien number 5 also has this Kendrick Lim variant cover with no incentive variant offerings. Alpha Flight making a comeback in a 5-issue miniseries, but something's up. Because they be showing these guys on the right hand side here, so what's going on there? North Star and his sister docking. I don't know who the spider is, looking like Doctor Strange and Deadpool combined. Yeah, what's going on here? More of the docking. I guess he's taking his daddy's place on the Alpha Flight. And then they decided to throw in a Ron Lim Miss Minutes variant cover. 50 copy incentive by Art Adams of Snowbird. And she's... Oh, I figured out why her head is grossly disproportionate, is because she's transforming into the bird. And that is actually her hand. That bird claw. Captain Marvel Dark Tempest number 1, second printing Derek Chu variant cover showing the swimsuit version of Ms. Marvel. And then, of course, the Rico variant, second printing 25 copy incentive. Daredevil number 14. Daredevil number 14 does have this Chip Zdarsky variant showing the white devil mask from In Story. And then here we have the Dave Watchter Window Shades variant cover. And then here is your 25 copy incentive Lemieux U variant. Dark X-Men number 1 of a 5-issue miniseries. Now, we got some interesting looking stuff going on here. So we got Angel. I forget the dude on the very left-hand corner behind Havoc. And then, of course, we got the clone of Jean Grey, Gambit, Azazel, Albert, and I don't know who the guy is down in front. I gotta off the top of my head, I can't remember right now. But Dark X-Men 5-issue miniseries, we'll see how this plays out. Dark X-Men, however, is going to have one of the color and, of course, the sketch variant covers of the Alex Ross remake of the classic Jim Lee X-Men #1 gatefold cover. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what they're doing. However, Adam Hughes said, you know what? Let me bless you with a wonderful open order variant cover with trade dress on it. And then La Roca is going to do a remake of a Jim Lee trading card variant. And then Adam Hughes is going to give us a 50 copy incentive so that we can get multiples when we have to order one of these 100 copy Alex Ross sketch versions. But don't worry, there's another book that's got 3 1-in-100s on this list before we're done tonight. So here we have the Death of the Venomverse #2 of 5. Lots of death going on right there. Then we have the Luciano Vaschico Kid Venom variant cover that is making lots and lots of waves. Derek Chu. Now, the Death of the Venomverse #2 variant that we have here is showing a female Venom. Do you guys remember Venom 2099 and the female Venom? Yep, that would be the reason why that book is starting to clear off of places, because somebody put 2 and 2 together. And that female Venom that first appeared way back in that 2099 one-shot is apparently making a debut. Death of the Venomverse #2 with this Caruso design variant. And then also this Mark Bagley variant. But wait. Here is your Ryan Stegman Venom other variant. But is this one a ratio? I think this one's open order. So there are second print other variants that were 25 copy incentive ratio virgins. So good luck on finding those. Your 10 copy connecting variant. The 50 copy virgin connecting variant. And then your 100 copy incentive Derek Chu variant cover. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Edge of the Spider-Verse #3 of 4 coming back for a second printing variant by Humberto Ramos with the origin of the new red-headed Marvel character Bailey Briggs, a.k.a. Spider-Boy. $25 copy incentive sketch variant. So Spider-Man #7 went 3 printings so far, and his origin went 2 printings. Is he the real deal? Ghost Rider #17. And then we got the Barends variant. And then we've got the giant-sized X-Men #1 facsimile edition with a new printing. So you're going to want to inquire about the foil program through your LCS. Groot #4 of 4. Iron Man Annual #1. Iron Man Annual #1 with the Masfera variant. Did I mess that one up? Yes, I did. The Masfera variant showing Tony Stark shooting at Storm but intentionally missing because he knows he can hit her with his targeting systems. Loki #3 of 4. And then Merca and Dolfo variant cover. Marvel's Voices X-Men #1. Marvel's Voices X-Men with a David Marquez variant cover, and that's pretty fire looking. And then, of course, we got the Nicoletti Belladari variant. All open order, no incentives. Spider-Man #11, and guess what? They turned it up to 11 and gave you all the way up to a 100 copy incentive, but there's a bunch of variants along the way, including this Luciano Vaschico variant cover, showing a very armored up Spider-Man in the armor costume him and Osborn helped develop. And Bailey's apparently going to be around for a while, getting his own book. And then we had this discussion last night on Drunken Chat. What is this a homage to? Because here is Spider-Man #11 Peach Momoko variant, and then here's the 100 copy Peach Momoko homage virgin variant. Is it a homage to the other covers? Yeah, you know. I think it's more Oscorp than Stark. Their blood sausage. The child abuse variant. So Star Wars Dark Droids #1 second printing Ken Lashley variant cover. And then we've got the Darth Vader #37. Darth Vader number 37 with the Return of the Jedi 40th Anniversary variant. Darth Vader number 37 with an Anakin Clone Wars variant cover. And look, not too many Anakin Skywalker appearances on covers. Has he appeared in a mainstream Star Wars book yet on cover as Anakin? Or have they all been Vader? 25 copy incentive by Barends. Once again delivering fantastic artwork. The Mandalorian Season 2. We'll just call it Star Wars Mandalorian 2 number 1. That's your second printing, David Nakayama variant. And then we have following up with your 25 copy incentive Gist Sketch variant cover. And then we have a new team of Uncanny Avengers. Returning to the Uncanny Avengers is Deadpool, which is fantastic. And then we've got more mutants than anybody. But Deadpool's not a mutant. Don't forget that. Unless they're retconning him into being a mutant somehow. Uncanny Avengers number 1 of 5, of course, has this Ross Connecting Avengers variant cover, not to be confused, with the Alex Ross Connecting X-Men Part A. So, yeah, don't worry. They also got this one, Elena Casagrande, Women of Marvel variant cover, giving us the Quantum Psylocke. George Perez variant cover, open order version. Greg Land with the Gods variant. And then we have a Rummy Jones Miss Minutes variant cover that was a placeholder. Followed by one of the 3 1-in-100s. Yes, that's right, 3 1-in-100s for this book. Here's your Alex Ross Virgin Avengers sketch. Here's your Alex Ross Virgin X-Men sketch. And then your 100 copy incentive George Perez Virgin variant cover. And that is lightning and thunder outside my home. So let's get this one done before the power cuts out, huh? What If Dark Moon Knight number 1, showing the creation of a new Moon Knight apparently in the What If. And who knows if it's going to be our friend Layla, who's about to become the Scarlet Scarab. Because she was apparently being retconned into being there with him somehow when he got turned into Moon Knight. What If Dark Moon Knight number 1, Corey Smith. And then we've got the Carlos Magno variant. 50 copy incentive by David Mack. X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday number 2 of 4. Here is the Mana variant, and then this is the Caselli variant, all of which are open order. And again, I don't want you guys to forget, this is the timeline that leads up to the Days of Future Past story and how they get there. So this storyline has to happen in order for Phoenix, Rachel Gray, in order to come to our timeline. Kind of like the story that happened in Extermination with the 2 kids from Ahab's future. That, yeah, you get what I'm saying. But I don't know how the story's going to be, but we'll have to read the miniseries and see how it works out. Now, our final book, X-Men Red number 14's got a couple of variants. The A cover, however, does deliver a little bit of what's going on in the story. Apocalypse and Genesis return. Here is the Marvel Icon variant for Sunspot. And you know one of ULTRAMAXIMUS' previous Spec Matrix favorites, the Merca Andolfo, giving us a Storm worth slabbing. And it's 25 copy incentive. So this is your X-Men Red number 14, 25 copy by, again, Merca Andolfo. And that, my friends, is our show. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Maybe you hung out with me twice today. Maybe you're one of the finalists or the Sweet 16. And if you are, and you haven't seen it yet, well, go watch the Sweet 16 finalist video. Find out if you're one of them. And if you are one of them, message me. Because I need your phone number. I need your address. Because I'm trying to do something real sweet for all 16 of you. So I am the ULTRAMAXIMUS, and this has been another episode of The Secret Variant. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to all the other content I do and wherever else I might hang out. See you guys next week. Provided I don't get sick or hurt myself. But you know, I do live life. So anything's possible. See you guys. Thanks again for watching. Smash that like button, and I'll catch you on the next one.